Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Dr. Romar Zila and all my fellow friends. On this fine morning, we are from Group 3 would like to make a presentation on type of curriculum programs on local preschool programs from KEMAS and Perpaduan. Do watch the video to understand more about the topic.
The aim of early childhood education is to foster children's well-person development. In light of this, the core of the curriculum framework is the holistic development. Since early childhood education is the foundation of holistic development and lifelong learning, the curriculum goals of this stage are summarized as to nurture children to attain all-round development in the domains of education, intellect, psychomotor, and affective. There are a few government agencies involved in running nursery and preschool center in Malaysia. First, Preschool at National Primary School, Ministry of Education. Second, Taska Permata, Jabatan Perdana Menteri. Third, Taska and Tabika KEMAS, Community Development Division, Jabatan Kemajuan Masyarakat KEMAS, Ministry of Rural Development. Fourth, Taska and Tabika Perpaduan, Department of National Unity and Integration, Department of Prime Minister Malaysia, and last is Taska and Tadika by state governments such Taska, Yayasan Pembangunan Kemiskinan Terengganu, YPKT, Tadika Jabatan Agama Islam Negeri Selangor, Johor, and Perak. Nursery and Preschool KEMAS Programs. Nursery and Preschool KEMAS Program is under the Community Development Division, Jabatan Kebajikan Masyarakat, KEMAS, Ministry of Rural Development. The objectives are to provide opportunity to children early childhood education from the age of 4 until 6. Second, concept, learning through play. Align with children's nature such playing around, curious to know, and love to try. And the third is the concept. The concept will extend to 4Rs, reading, writing, arithmetic, and reasoning. Or 4M, membaca, menulis, mengira, dan menakul. The KEMAS Early Childhood Program is divided into two categories. First, Children Nursery, which is children 2 until 4 years old. Second, Children Preschool, which is children 4 until 6 years old. Nursery Permata KEMAS. Nursery Permata KEMAS is inspired from the Permata Negara program, that program for children, which is offered an alternative approach in nursery and education, especially for children under the age of 4 years old. The aim of this program to prepare children with the environment of school.
The objective of nursery KEMAS have a 6 points. Firstly, to nurture and instill children with the spiritual integration among nations and neighborhood. Second, respect Malay language, which is Bahasa Melayu as a main medium and English language as a second language. Third, practice the moral value in daily life, such as respect, love, and kindness. Fourth, encourage children to practice moral value and positive spiritual. Fifth, strengthen the relationship, also inculcate integration among parents and community. Lastly, develop self-concept toward positive character and personal development.
There are several uniqueness of KEMAS Permata or nursery. The first one is Permata learning technique. In nursery, the teacher will teach a student through playing because through play, children can develop social and cognitive skill. Also, they can gain their self-confidence by playing with others. Second is learning tools such as toys, a play doll, and books. There is children nature approved. In nursery, there are activities that call nature walk that help children to discover to work such as plant, insects, rock, and leaf. These activities involve children from 2 until 4 years old. Next is facilities and infrastructure. Nursery provide children with classroom, bedroom, toilet, restroom, kitchen to let them spending their time like their home that they can sleep over, take a bath. The next is teacher training. Every nursery teacher must have a qualification to handle children. A nursery teacher must be a female and must be 18 years old and above. Next is integrated implementation. Include formal education and informal education. Formal education is children learn about the subjects such as Bahasa Melayu, science, and mathematics. But in informal education, children will learn on how to clean themselves, learn how to wash their hand, and learn to walking for the babies. Last one is parental involvement. Nursery can invite parents to join nursery programs such as school party, sport day, and more.
Taska KEMAS programs focuses on nursery and education. The practice of programs started with developing Permata curriculum. The development of Permata curriculum are based on child-oriented and focus on holistic development in cognitive skill, social emotions, communications, and physical development. Six main aspects under 4-year-old in Permata curriculum. The first one is active in interactions and communications. The second one, stimulate children's mind and literacy. The third one, enhancement children's. Next, free play learning. The example of free play learning is like drawing, coloring, and swimming. Fifth, monitoring children's potentials and abilities. And the last one, learning through play. The benefit of learning through play is children can nurturing their creativity and imaginations and also discover their independence and positive self-esteem.
Preschool KEMAS. Preschool KEMAS use the National Standard Preschool Curriculum (NSPC) or Curriculum Standard Prasekolah Kebangsaan (KSPK) that has been compulsory since 1 January 2017 according to Education Act Akta Pendidikan 1996 Pindaan 2002 by Ministry of Education. Roles of Preschool KEMAS. First, early childhood education under KEMAS known as Taman Bimbingan Kanak-kanak Tabika that provide education for children 4-year-old to 6-year-old. Second, concept learning through play, align with children nature such playing around, curious to know, and love to try. And the third, the concept will extend to 4Rs, reading, writing, arithmetic, and reasoning, or 4M, membaca, menulis, mengira, dan menakul. And the last is this preschool program preparing children the learning experience in order them to adapt formal schooling in primary school.
The objective of Preschool KEMAS have a 6 points. Firstly, encourage children's social, emotion, physical, intellect, and spiritual through multiple explanation and interaction. Second, provide an extended 4Rs, which is reading, writing, arithmetic, and reasoning, or 4M, membaca, menulis, mengira, dan menakul. Third, extend learning experience and develop individual potential through well-planned learning and teaching based on age, ability, and children's interests. Fourth, develop positive attitude, character, and self-concept for produce a patriotic citizenship. Fifth, inculcate a practices noble and moral values in daily life, creative and curiosity attitude. And lastly, encourage physical skills and healthy life, safety and well-being through diet and physical activity and daily routine.
The uniqueness of preschool KEMAS is, first one is, teacher is responsible for teaching and learning, co-curriculum activities and parental involvement. Assistant teacher assists a teacher in teaching and learning, preparation food, health and safety. The next one is preschool committee that are responsible to manage the activity, parents and community involvement. And the last one is monitoring made by supervisor or senior teacher in districts to make a report and send it to the HR or senior management.
Co-curriculum activities. The first one is weekly co-curriculum activities. It takes 2 hours a week, which is 1 hour per season after class. The activities that was provided is Fardu Ain or Iqra class, English class, compound or percussions, self-defense, dance or Arabic. Next, yearly co-curriculum activities. The first one is orientations or child progress day. The second one, sports day, and the third one is field trip. The field trip activities that can be executed is going to the animal shelter, farm or children museum. The benefit of doing field trip activities is, as we know, first-hand experience can provide children with information and a level of understandings that adds elements of realism to their plays and enrich their overall learning. Lastly, parents' activities. Parents are encouraged to get involved in preschool's activities to help the development of children. 6 National Standard Preschool Curriculum is the first one, communications. Exposure to language skills using verbal and non-verbal strategies for interactions. Secondly, spiritualities, attitudes and values, like appreciations of religious practices, belief, attitudes and values. Next, grooming. It fostering of leaderships and personality through curricular and extracurricular activities. Fourth, humanities. Give exposure to knowledge and practices of local, national and global community as well as the environment. Fifth, physical development and aesthetic. It increased physical development and helped to well-being cultivate imaginations, creativities, talent and appreciations. And the last one, science and technologies. Focus on inquiry approach, scientific knowledge, scientific skills and scientific attitude knowledge, also math skills and ICT.
Preschool Perpaduan. Preschool Perpaduan was introduced by the Department of National Unity in 1976, the dawn of a new era for national unity and integration in this country started on 27 March 2004 when the Department of National Unity was renamed Department of National Unity and Integration Malaysia, Jabatan Perpaduan Negara dan Integrasi Nasional or JPNIN, in place under the Prime Minister Department. The Preschool Perpaduan program is mainly structured for children for all ethnic groups aged 4 until 6 years. Preschool Perpaduan was set up in housing estate in suburban areas with multi-ethnic community and neighborhoods. The teachers and the assistants are trained in a diversified approach to provide stimulating activity through a context based on the national preschool curriculum.
Hello, I'm going to talk about the uniqueness of Perpaduan Preschool. So first, it is fully trained teachers who has complete a training course are in charge of the nursery schools and classes. Second, each class has one or two nursery assistants, and usually it is qualified under the JPNIN, which is Jabatan Perpaduan Negara dan Integrasi Nasional. Next, philosophy is distinctive and is based on the creation of a well-endowed, carefully planned environment in urban and suburban areas where each child is given knowledge of each of the ethnicities. Next is to develop children's personal qualities, character, and positive self-concept to become patriotic citizens. For example, in this case, the children were exposed to a daily routine like Rukun Negara and Negaraku. The daily routine is to promote positive feeling among the children and a feeling of unity, acceptance, and tolerance among children from different ethnic backgrounds. Okay, Perpaduan preschool have a mixed children from different ethnic background. It is because they will have a opportunity to understand and develop the social values of the three ethnic groups and the practices of commonality based on Malaysian culture. The policy of Perpaduan Preschool is to ensure as far as possible the compositions of the preschool's entrants consists of a mix of Chinese, Malays, and Indians who form the three dominant ethnic groups in Malaysia. Tabika Perpaduan also can play important role as preschool education is significant for early child development.
The objective of Preschool Perpaduan have 4 points. Firstly, to inculcate positive spiritual and moral values in the children's everyday lives, to creating perfect personalities and characters to become good and valuable family members. Second, to strengthen relation and cultivate unity among parents and the community on the whole through the Tabika Perpaduan Coordinating Committee and curriculum activities. Third, to encourage the comprehensive, integrated and balanced development of children aged 5 to 6 years via informal learning process, which is learning through play. And lastly, to nurture and foster the spirit of harmony, neighborliness, unity and nationality among children from different races.
The next is after that curriculum activity of school like kindergarten. In the national primary school standard curriculum, they have been apply the more to in education. So on, children has been age 5 until 6 years old. They can learn how to read, how to write, counting and another correctly and thoroughly. In primary school, education content to a lot of PNP, that's mean pembelajaran and pengajian. They have a lot of language like Malay, English, Chinese language, outdoor, Islamic education and moral education, early mathematics in the grade learning. The primary school or kindergarten has been more to how to their support to go to the primary school. They have to more reading to learn to reading the successful to talking with friend clearly Okay, thank you.
Nursery Perpaduan. Nursery Perpaduan is inspired from the Permata Negara program, that program for children, which is offered an alternative approach in nursery and education, especially for children under age of 4 years old. The aim of this program to prepare children with the environment of school.
The objective of Nursery Perpaduan also have 6 points. Firstly, to nurture and instill children with the spiritual integration among nations and neighborhood. Second, respect and the usage of Malay language as main medium and English as a second language. Third, practice the moral value in a daily life such as kindness, love, and respect. Fourth, encourage children to practice moral value and positive spiritual. Fifth, strengthen the relationship, also inculcate integration among parents and community. And lastly, develop self-concept toward positive character and personal development.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to my friends and my dear lecturer, Puan Rosmazila. Today I want to teach about curriculum activities and activities of necessary and kindergarten. First of all, the necessary use the Permata Negara module and the kindergarten have used the KSPK module. The Permata Negara curriculum use pedagogy that is suitable for children aged 0 until 4 years old, namely main pedagogy. The pedagogical practice has been applied around the world, as it has been found that children not only play but learning will they play. This approach is called learn to play. Play is more suitable. Play is the most effective mode to encourage children learning. Thus, this approach, children are able to express feeling, interact, and socialize. Engage directly in activity. They learn to solve problems, building a positive personality and self-confidence, as well as a desire to explore, to satisfy curiosity. Tough game, children can also improve motor skill, as well as improve body fitness and eyes coordination skill or eye contacts. In addition, it can also improve children cognitive skill, innovative, critical, and creative thinking. Pedagogical playing, they have game that are encouraged for children to play. The first is a free game. Free game this give children the opportunity to choose which game and which angle they like to play. When they tired, they will change the game. In the case, the teacher will identify the talent of the children, what he can do, what he can say, like singing, which they have singing or little bit like that. The second is a traditional game. This game is more suitable for children aged 3 until 4 years because it helps their personality development, because they will play in a group. Traditional games such as playing congkak, kejar-kejar, and hide and seek, and so on. They will play in group, in their friend. That will be communicate like with other friends. Next is creative game. Creative game is a game that use children imagination will play. Teacher can apply this game such as answer the puzzle, building the castle, and another. They can imagine what the puzzle have been created. That puzzle like river they can too. Oh, like river can use this like and building the castle. What you should building like square, triangle. Okay. Next is language and early literacy game. Language and early literacy games encourage children to communicate those conversation, storytelling, poetry, show and tell. Show and tell like what we can take them like, oh, this is ball, this is dinosaur, this is books, like that. Okay, the game serve to help children understand between fantasy and reality as action curtain character, namely the character of mother, what a mother say, character of father, like father between stitch happily on another, grandmother, grandfather, their brother. Okay, it can apply at home and or the atmosphere of another place. Okay. Next is sensor game. Sensor game is give children to opportunity to make full use their sensor. For example, they play the sand at the beach or at their outside in the school. Sensor sensor game, they can explore activity what can do, like like play sand. They can make a variety space. They can building what they do, drawing on castle, like writing their name, digging hole in the sand. Okay. The next is physical play. Physical play is a daily activity carried out in the necessary attend outside or inside the necessary. For example, inside necessary, they play the physical play rowing in the tunnel, running and catching. In outside, like play kick the ball, run in another, hide and seek. Okay, the teacher need to be more careful with their equipment that used by children. Have to keep safe and opportunity. The second last continuous game include logical thinking, problem solving, and early mathematics learning for children intellectual development. An example, the example game is block game for them to compare what quantity, which one is more, which one is big, which one is length. Okay, it also learn the it can also learn the combine concept of money and count the value of the money. Like mother can apply this game. They bring their children to supermarket. They see that Sunday you look the what is price. The children say RM3. Okay, they can took one RM1, RM2, RM3. That's mean RM3. And the last game is manipulative game. That is a game involve the creative and idea of the children playing. For example, mini puzzle that increase children concentrate and give them fun to play. A part of this 8 game, children can learn the 3 concepts. 3 concepts mean explore, experimenting, and experience. Learning based on 3 concepts involves hand-on and active learning. This concept can be applied in a necessary, even though the concept is explore and experiment around. To further strengthen the 3 concepts, teacher can do environmental exploration activity or nature work and science experiment. We can show that the slide what activity can do to their children. This is ensure that children give directly experience that involve the use of the sensor. Example of nature walk is the nature walk can explore plane, explore the extincting animals and insects, exploring bridge, and the science experiment can explore the shady make dove, checking the bridge, explore the character of plane, see and left shape, texture, classify, collect the leaf or flower and fruits. Explore the sound. What sound? Like bird, or horses. Explore temperature, heat and cool, wind and fresh air. Explore and the last explore the move branch of the ball. Okay. They have another technique like reading and storytelling. Reading and storytelling are very much to impress in the Permata Negara curriculum. Group if important to play the language activities, learning like concept, vocabulary, encourage creativity, imagination, improve listening skill, speak, early reading, early writing among children. Apply this approved value of more story read, like they can read the book how to make the flower, beautiful flower. That's right. Okay. That another technique is singing, zikir, and playing music. Singing will make a creative move. A move in activity is very popular with children. They can choose of singing or sing. They can choose of singing or necessary rhyme for singing should be suitable for children. They singing be compared with playing musical. When they singing, we can apply the musical instrument or background music to make more interesting. Like menyanyi A B C D E F G. That's mean a teacher can apply the piano or ukulele, guitar, and like some music. And the last is zikir, but zikir is only to more suitable for Muslim children. They can say Subhanallah walhamdulillah wala ilaha illallah wallahu akbar. You can apply that's been doa, doa makan, doa for eating, doa then another doa to dia tu or zikir in early morning where dia masuk then dia entry the class.